Hi guys, it has been like 2-3 weeks since I have showed my face on camera, and as you can see, the cat is out the bag. Your girl is taking a break. It has been so difficult for me to even come on here and make this video. I've literally been procrastinating because I've been contemplating going back and forth like, do I really have to take a break? Is it something that I can squeeze in? And right now, let me just say that life is lifing for me, and right now I'm in a season of change. A lot of things have been changing around me, and it has made me reflect on a lot. I am approaching 25 this year, and to think about where I am and where I seen myself, I'm not happy. Like, I am genuinely not happy with some of the decisions that I've made, but at the same time, I try not to live my life with regrets. I don't like to regret things. At the end of the day, I made these decisions, and what sense do I get out of regretting the things that I do? Like, I wouldn't be who I was if I didn't make a lot of decisions that I did today, and I'm very proud of who I am, but I know that I can do so much more and be so much further along. So I wanted to come on here and share that with you guys because I didn't want to just leave you guys hanging high and dry. But as I've sat back and I've reflected over these past couple of weeks, YouTube is just not on the top of my priority list as I would want it to be. And trust me, y'all, I have tried my best to figure out how I can carry all this on my plate. Like, everything that I want to do, I've been trying to figure out how can I do it. One of the things I feel like I've stressed enough about on my channel is like my job. I cannot stand it anymore. Like, when you get to a point that you are so drained, like when you feel miserable to the point that just waking up and you're irritated that you have to go to this place, like, I don't think that should be somewhere we should work. I don't think that's a place that anybody should work. I feel like if you're at that point, it's time for you to start making some changes. And that's where I am. Nowadays, I feel like it's just so difficult finding a job. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, it is very hard, like, trying to get into the things that I really want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to be a full-time content creator. That is something that I want to do. But I was talking to my cousin, and I'm like, I want something more though. It's crazy that I feel like every time I reach a milestone, I feel like I don't give myself enough grace and credit. I always will want something more. I will want something bigger. So sometimes I question, like, am I really gonna be happy? Like, because it's like I'm on a high when I reach an accomplishment, but then I'm right back at the drawing board again. Now I need more. I'm just reflecting like, y'all, I'm about to be 25. I didn't finish school, and that is something that I really didn't want to do, but I did want to do. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure some people can relate to me, but school, I don't care what nobody tells me, it's a scam. Like, it's a scam, and I don't like the fact that I have to take so many courses, so many units just to get to the classes that I really want to take, if that makes sense. So it's like, I don't want to take all the general ed classes just to later on major in psychology just so I can be a marriage and family therapist, if that makes sense. Like, I only want to take the classes that make sense to get there, or things that I feel like will help me with my career, and it just sucks. But with all that thinking, I have applied for school, and I'm like, at the end of the day, it's something that I have to do. It's not something I can go around because I've tried. And I mean, I think it'll do me more good than harm. I didn't anticipate going back to school in the summer, or I didn't think summer classes was gonna start so soon, because y'all, it's in like 2 weeks. And I have to get this hold removed off of my account because, y'all, when I first was in school, I can say I wasn't applying myself the way I should have been. My headspace just wasn't there. I was so consumed in work. I wanted to get my first car. I wanted so much, and that required money. So school just wasn't on the top of my list. And now that I am 24, about to be 25 in so many months, I need to go back. It's gonna be difficult because school just is boring to me, But I'm hoping that with me changing schools and different professors, I will be closer to where I want to be. As much as I wasn't prepared to start so soon, I'm like, well, Ari, what are you going to be doing that you can't go to school right now? And I couldn't come up with an answer. So I said, I'm going to take this leap of faith and I'm going to apply and I'm going to do whatever it is I need to do so I can start my summer classes. I think I'm only going to take about 2 or 3. It's going to be my first time doing online, and that's a little difficult because, y'all, I've always been the type I need to be in a school setting. I don't know how the online classes are going to work out, but I'm hoping with the choice of professors and just kind of taking my time that I will do just fine. But it's time for some change. I've also been getting back into the gym, eating a little better. So I'm down 5 pounds. That's not a whole lot, but every pound counts. So I'm proud of myself in that aspect. But right now I just need to start taking time for myself. Lately, you guys know I've been into podcasts, and Tam Carr, I love her down, love her real bad. She definitely calls me out every time, and it's like, girl, how are you just eating me up like this? Listening to her has definitely got my mind going to the point that I'm like, all right, you definitely have not pushed yourself, and I've been very complacent, and it's time for me to get out of that rut. And with that being said, I have to take some things off my plate just so I can focus a little more on me. I've been pouring myself into everybody else's cup while my cup is becoming empty, and it's time for me to love on me. It's time for me to block out all the judgment, all that noise that is distracting me, and it's time for me to like be in control of the decisions that I can make. And also during this time, I've realized that I've tried to control every little thing. I've always been a person that just wants to be the one in control because I feel like if I'm in control, things can't go wrong. Not necessarily they can't go wrong, but I feel like I have a better chance of it not going wrong. But God has definitely humbled me and reminded me that you are not in control, baby. A lot of things that have been falling to pieces behind the scenes have happened for a reason. So reflecting, like, I'm about to be 25, not married, wanting kids, and just things of that nature. Don't get me wrong, I'm not in a rush for these things, but I definitely thought that my life would be just somewhere else by the time that I hit 25. So then when I want to get to those things, they'll be there, like right there in arm's reach, but I feel like I'm just so far. And I have so many things that I want to accomplish. I really want to go back to school so I can get my degree, have something with my name on it. And I always want something more. I love that I'm an inspiration to people, but sometimes I feel like I'm just not doing enough, and I know that God has a purpose for me, and I want to go out there and do what that is. I think watching all the grads, as a matter of fact, congratulations to anybody who has recently graduated. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys have definitely put some fire under me, like, all right, this could have been you. I mean, it wasn't, and now it's y'all time to shine. I don't want to just be the dropout who just became a content creator, if that makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with that if that is what people have done. I guess just what I'm saying is I want a little more. I want to be more intentional and just being aware of how I speak, manifesting, and even with some of the small changes that I have made, with me being gone for about 2-3 weeks now, I have seen change, and I've seen signs that God have been sending me that I was not seeing as clear when I was still just kind of following my own path and listening to my own judgment, as well as like confusing my voice for God's voice, if that makes sense. During this time, I just want to encourage you guys, if you guys are going through things and you guys need to take a step back, whether that's from friendships, relationships, even school. Sometimes school may be a lot for people. Anything, like maybe you're realizing that a lot of things are not serving you right now and you need to hone in on what is for you. I suggest you guys do that. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, and that was something that was hard for me to come to the decision because I really love doing YouTube. It's something that honestly brings me so much joy but peace at the same time. But right now Ari gotta take a couple steps back just so I can move a couple more steps forward than where I am today. I want you guys to know that I will not be gone for too long, but I want to be consistent And every now and then I will probably try to upload a short. I might pop in a couple vlogs every now and then, but I did want to let you guys know that I won't be as consistent as I've been trying to be. However, when I come back, I'm gonna come back better than ever, okay? While I'm gone, I'm going to be more intentional with my words. I'm going to be silencing my inner critic and giving so much love and grace to my inner cheerleader, because my inner critic, I've allowed that to stop me from a lot of things. I could be so much further. Enough of me pouring into everybody else's cup while letting mine just spill over and there's nothing to give for me. It is time for me to love on me. It is also time for me to just block out any noise, any judgment, anybody that is not helping me get to where I want to be, or I'm not learning from you. Like, I have to remove myself. And that is just the circle of life. That's just how life goes. And, you know, prioritizing what is important. I'm not falling off the face of the earth completely, but if you guys still do want to catch up with me and just see a little glimpse of my life, you know, check in every now and then. You guys can always follow me on Instagram, because that is where I am the most active. I hope you guys understood where I was coming from. And those who get it, and those who don't. I'm sorry. I tried my best to explain it in the best way possible. I wanted to thank each and every one of you guys for always being there to support me. All the silent viewers, I still see y'all. It's okay. Y'all can come if y'all want. I just appreciate you guys for always supporting me. I will be gone just for a short time, not a long time, just so I can get myself back together. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.
It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck?